All right, it's been a while since I've done this. This is AJ for AJ's Journey. And I'm sitting here at the Zuby place. So, this is part 8 and it is in October. I'm going to be talking about kiddos or babies in Second Life and why people do it, why maybe I've done it in the past, and I'm still attracted to it. Some people choose to be single mothers or fathers in SL, and that is possible. Some partner and they'd like to complete their roleplay family by having a little one. Zuby is a well-known provider of such kiddos that are prim babies and also funsies. These babies are pretty lifelike, and you can buy all kinds of things for them, whether it be changing tables, cribs, diapers, food, and you can age them up a little bit so that they can do different things or chatter about different things. So the two that I know of are Zubies and Funsies. I'm sure there's more out there. I would say if you are choosing to expand your family or be a single mother or father, to first of all go with a well-known prim kid. There are some unknowns out there, and the problem with doing the unknowns, when I say that, they're lesser known prim babies, is they can disappear pretty quickly too. I had a friend at one time, she got a baby, and I won't mention the brand name, and she said, they're supposed to update it and expand their offerings in about 6 months. They're still new, and she has a job in real life, so she can't devote much time to expanding her efforts yet. But these babies are so cute, look. And I looked it over, and truthfully, I thought, that might be nice, but you might be stuck with a child that you can't do much with. And if you like all the little outfits and all the little accessories and role play and the strollers and the things that you can do, well, you want to go with a well-known one. Now, since this is AJ's Journey, I usually share my real life and blend it in with Second Life. And I'll just tell you why I went with prim children. I went with prim children because I only gave birth to one child in real life, and I had a miscarriage. So in real life, I adopted an older boy that had been in foster homes in real life. Second Life was a chance for me to experience birth all over again, because truthfully, I'd wanted to give birth to two children, and that never happened in real life. Those that I've spoke to as to why they have children in Second Life is various. I mean, they just think it's fun. Some it's because they can't have children in real life, so they want the experience in Second Life. Some just want to round out their Second Life family. They've partnered with someone, and they like to go through the role play birth experience with that partner. So they select a prim kid as their baby. I won't go through the different HUDs you can get to expand your belly and go through the whole pregnancy thing, but you get the idea. So, that's a little bit about me. Why would you consider having a prim child in Second Life? Or do you think it's just totally silly? I had one person tell me, don't do that. It's not worthwhile, and it's going to be a waste of time. You won't be learning good stuff, valuable stuff, if you're messing around with this little kid all the time. Well, Excuse me, that's a personal choice, of course, and people make those choices themselves. Now I'm sitting at the Zuby place today, so you can see me here. This chair can be bought as some as a baby furniture. Let me turn around. And I'm not getting a residual or anything by showing you this place in any way, shape, or form. I'm just parked my avatar here for the chat. All right, so these babies are costly. You're going to have to spend money on them. Some people select to role play with an actual person that's role playing a child or a toddler or a baby in Second Life. Some of them, the people that do that, they elect to grow up and age, and some elect not to grow up at all and stay a baby all their life. Where do you find such children or people that are role-playing children? If you select that, Adoption Options is a good place for that. And again, I'm not per se promoting them. I'm sure there's others. But essentially what you do at those places is you go there, TP there, you buy a board, and they have all these listings of little kids looking for families, and they have parent boards of parents looking for children. The children typically pop in there that are role-playing children and check out to see what parent might be a good fit for them. Likewise, parents teleport into there and check the children's boards to see if there's any children there that appeal to them that will fit into their Second Life lifestyle. They may like them, possibly make contact with them, go on trial, and they log in. Well, hopefully that works for you if you want a child that way. There's obvious issues if you have time differences that you're online, because how do you role play being a mom or a child or a dad with a child or whatever you're going to role play with the child if you're not on at the same time? Again, some people come and go. Some children have adult avatars, so they're splitting their time between their child avatar, their adult avatar, and some little kids, they like to voice. Quite frankly, if you got a little girl and you're going to voice with that little girl and you discover this is really a man playing a girl, if that's going to freak you out, that's something to consider. Now, I do have role play children. It works out great if the fit is right and the logins are regular. What are your expectations for such things? Some little kids, I've known toddlers that have business efforts of their own, and they're tied into that, whether it be children's clothing or whole Sims they're promoting on the side, anything and everything. Is that going to be a problem? Well, way back in the day, I had a toddler that wanted to get involved in all these shops and creative efforts, and I thought, how are they going to have time to be my 2-year-old if they're doing all that? I can see I could tolerate devoting some of the time to it, even helping them promote it a little bit, but, my whole motivation was a toddler, and I don't know many 2-year-olds that have a mega business effort, so to speak. These are things to consider. Now, in real life, again, if you have a toddler or you're adopting a 4-year-old, an 8-year-old, whatever it is, you're going to spend time with them, you're going to do things with them, etc. Some downfalls of people that role play children are some of them expect their parents to just be money objects. They look for ways to increase their inventory by their parents giving them money all the time. So beware of that. Now, here's typically what I go with. I don't mind giving gifts to my role play children, but if they're hitting me up for Linden regularly, that's a turnoff to me. Because I think, well, they're only using me for money. That's the feeling I get. But I enjoy giving gifts, and if it's a free will sort of thing that I do for them, they say thank you, that's great. But if you're expecting it of me, we're probably going to have a problem. Again, I'm not really a touchy-feely type of person that I'm going to spend hours and hours with my child. They're going to have to be brother independent, if you will. They get a room, they can res on the sim, and I like to be involved in whatever they're busy with. However, I don't see myself as doting around, following him around constantly, if you get my drift. My partner, Sebastian, he's very active with children too. I don't know, maybe some children that would creep out a little bit. And it's nothing bizarre or weird or kinky going on. It's just the natural role play of the family. I would say we do loose role play because we're not, locked into being in character perfectly all the time. So, what are your thoughts on kiddos and Second Life? Do you think they're a waste of time? Would you go with a prim kid like Zuby or Funzy? Or would you go with somebody role-playing a child that you could connect with in Second Life as part of your Second Life family? Does it creep you out? What's your reasons for having children in Second Life if you do? Is it because you're looking to reestablish that close relationship with a child that perhaps you had in real life and they grew up and they're gone? And you want to reconnect with the feelings of that? Or you just want to have fun with a kiddo? Perhaps you just find it appealing as a way of spending your Second Life time. Be sure you comment, like, subscribe. Appreciate it. And this is AJ's Journey.